What's up, dudes? Dying Food here, coming back at you with another video today, and today I want to talk about something that's been happening in video games for quite a while now, and I've been noticing it slowly over the years, and once I tell you what it is, you're probably going to say, oh yeah, I've been noticing that too. Really, quite frankly, this thing has been really pissing me off for a while, but I never really felt the need to talk about it because it did not infiltrate Call of Duty, but now this thing has spread to Black Ops 4 and it's going to be in Black Ops 4, so I feel the need to bring this up and talk about it and have a discussion with you guys to see if anybody feels the same way. So real quick first, before we get into it, if you would like to support this channel, then I would please ask that you leave a thumbs up on the video. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 4, as well as bringing you Call of Duty content from all titles, both current and past. And without further ado, let's get into it, man. So here it is. If you've played any recent popular shooting games, such as Destiny 2, Fortnite, or even Overwatch, you may have noticed that in games like this that the way that kills are reported has changed. And what I mean by this is that in those games that the way that kills and deaths are recorded in the scoreboard are not properly displayed as you would expect in a typical first-person shooter game. And that's not to say they're all the same. All of them have their own variations of this, but generally, in these games now, and others too, instead of getting kills, you get eliminations. That is true for Overwatch and Fortnite. In Destiny 2, instead of getting kills, you get opponents defeated. So basically what I'm trying to get at here is that for some reason, these games are avoiding using the word kills or killed. This is part one of a two-part change, and I'm going to talk about part two in a minute here, but just let's talk about this first for a second. Look, man, I get it. We live in a really messed up world. There are so many bad things happening. I live here in the United States. There are so many mass shootings and people getting killed all the time. I could see why maybe a video game would want to cut out the use of the word killed a little bit. So honestly, I get it from that standpoint. I really do. But here's the counter argument to it, and it's a pretty big one. You're playing a first-person shooter game. You're playing a game where you kill people with guns. You literally are killing other people in the game. It's not like this is like a racing game or an RPG or a simulator or some other different genre or type of game. This is a shooting game where you're using guns to kill people. Now, it goes without saying that most people, most sane people, 99.9% of us in the world, know that there's a difference between killing people in a video game and killing people in real life. So I'm really not sure why they're trying so hard to suppress the word kill out of a video game where the primary objective is to literally kill people. You know, I like to think of myself as a reasonably smart and decent human being, so I understand that when you have little kids playing your games, especially games like Fortnite, that maybe you don't want those kids going around saying, oh, I killed this guy, right? That might be alarming to parents. I know if I had a young kid that was doing that, I would probably be a little pissed off, concerned even. But here's the thing, man, they're doing it anyway, right? You know, if you've ever played like random duos or squads on Fortnite, or even just played with randoms on Overwatch, or random PvPs in Destiny, nobody's waiting till the end of the round and saying, yo man, how many eliminations did you get? No, everybody just says, how many kills did you get? Because it's exactly that. It's fighting other people with guns and killing them. In a video game, of course. Now this could easily bring up the question, do video games cause violence? And that debate can go on forever and ever and ever. I'm not even going to get into it because it's a whole nother video and I'm not even that educated on the topic, to be honest. With what research I've done on it, it seems like that there's only been connections between violence and video games when the people already had violent tendencies to begin with. So in other words, maybe it's not caused by video games. But like I said, I don't even want to get into that discussion. The point is this: we're playing a video game where you are supposed to kill people and you can't even see the word kill on the screen, even though you're constantly doing just that. You're killing people. And you might say, oh, the reason that they're doing this is because it's now about eliminations. It's now about working as a team together, just like you do in Overwatch. So maybe it's appropriate to call them eliminations from now on. Well, here's a counter argument to that. Look at Rainbow Six Siege. That is one of the most teamwork-focused games out in the market right now, easily. But that game is not some alternate reality, like goofy little colorful game. It's a real hardcore game, so therefore, it just uses the word kills. The point I'm trying to make with this example is that teamwork really has nothing to do with eliminations. It really has to do with like the theme and setting of the game. And the reason that it's kind of disappointing to me is because I've been playing Call of Duty for so many years when it used to be kind of a more hardcore game. And now it's just kind of going soft by adopting this mentality. And the ironic part of it is that you're not sheltering the audience from doing what they're actually doing. You're not tricking people into thinking that they're not killing people. That's the hypocrisy of it. Now, point number two about Call of Duty going soft. In Black Ops 4, you can't see how many kills other people have in the game. That's right, depending on the game mode, you only see their kill death ratio, or their score, or their efficiency, as they put it now, but you can't actually see how many kills that other people are getting. Or, sorry, you can't see how many other eliminations that other people are getting. God, man, this just hurts my head. I mean, how soft is too soft nowadays? This is Charmin Ultra Soft on steroids for babies times 100. Let me ask you something. Do you remember back in the day when COD was in its prime and all the stats were just available for anyone to see? Anybody could see how many times you got kills, how many times you died. Anyone could see your combat record, to see your overall KD, and basically everything was just exposed and out in the open, man. Yeah, guess what? It was ruthless back then. If you sucked at the game, you'd have 1,000 people telling you suck at the game. When I first started playing COD and I would jump into a lobby and just go so negative, I'd have people telling me I fucking suck, you're a fucking noob, get off my team, turn off your Xbox, blow up your Xbox, fuck you, all this stuff, you know? I'm not trying to say that talking shit was the most fun way to play COD, but you gotta admit that there's a direct correlation between the prime and hype of Call of Duty and all these other protection mechanisms not existing. Back in the day, you wanted to talk to your friends on Xbox Live? Cool. You had to do so in the lobby because there was no Xbox Live parties. That all ended. You didn't want to get bullied and made fun of for having shitty stats? Oh, well, get some good stats and get good at the game. That now has also ended because combat records are no longer visible to people. And now they're hiding your kills from everybody else to see so that you don't get made fun of. And the ironic thing is now that since everybody's in party chat, even if someone were to look up your stats and see that you had bad stats or whatever, they probably wouldn't even go out of their way to tell you because they're probably in a party chat or they probably don't feel like typing their message out. Basically what I'm saying is, despite all these protections that have been enacted in order to shelter people from this, I don't even think people really care that much in the big picture of things. And the last thing I'm going to say about this is that the reason that I improved so much at COD is because I was under so much scrutiny for being bad, and that's how I became a better player, and I know that that is true for other people as well. Whew. Alright guys, little sensitive topics today. I've already shared my opinions with you. I want to hear what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comments below about both things. One, do you think that games are right to suppress the word kill when you're actually killing people? And two, how do you feel about kills being hidden and stats being hidden in games in general now? As always, I'm interested to know your opinions and look forward to reading what you guys say. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up on it as it'll really help the channel out, and a huge thank you to everybody who already has up to this point. All of my regular supporters here on the channel are the coolest dudes ever. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. I would not be doing this without you. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 4, as well as bringing you Call of Duty content from all titles, both current and past. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Peace out.